Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. So I had a bit of a comment back, so it's like a big, I don't want to make it an argument, but somebody said, look, I've heard your answer on Khalistan, and the landlocked argument doesn't make much sense. Over half of Europe is landlocked, along with many other nations. In an era of underground pipelines, aviation and technology, access to sea is not required for a sovereign nation's economy. Yeah, I do agree with that. On a theory, that's true. Yeah, but the reality is that India, if we took India off Punjab, let's say we took Khalistan, or whatever you want to, how big you want to make Khalistan, Punjab or Haryana, Himachal Pradesh, if we took that off India, okay, firstly, Punjab is an economy worth 80 billion. So we'd have to have a pretty strong argument to take that off them. Yeah. But even if we did, let's say we got Khalistan, right? And you said you wanted to have the landlocked nation, well, on both sides you would have a potential enemy. Pakistan doesn't really have massive cordial relations with the Sikh people. Look at what happened in 1947. And at the same time, India. Now we've antagonized this country by taking off and breaking the integrity of India, of Mother India as for most Indians. Both of those powers are nuclear armed. So do we really want to be in between two nuclear armed nations that aren't particularly friendly to us? And where is this pipeline going to come from? That's going to come towards Punjab. It's going to go through one of those two nations. That's a massive risk, a geopolitical risk that we'd be taking there, of our dependence on that pipeline from outside. Aviation would have to fly over the airspace of India and Pakistan. Again, very, very dodgy. Yeah. Technology. Yep, technology is good. There's out there, but most technology now works with fiber and with fiber cables, right? So optical cables would have to come through either Pakistan or India, or and then again, it's a risk there of somebody disrupting our technology by just cutting that cable. So personally, for me, the real biggest argument for Sikhs looking to establish a homeland, we think the homeland should be as big. I think the homeland should be the whole of India, because of two main reasons. Firstly, our takhts. We've got our takht Hazur Sahib and takht Patna Sahib, and both of those are not in Punjab. So what we're going to do with those? If we took India, if we took Khalistan out of India, then they would say, look, get rid of your takhts. Yeah, and we don't want that. That's our Guru's takht. So we need freedom to roam the whole of India, because Guru Sahib has walked all over that place. So as far as I'm concerned, look at Guru Nanak Dev Ji's footsteps, and they represent that every one of those places they visited, we should have freedom to go and visit. The other thing is the nuclear weapons argument. Look, today's world is ruled by the nuclear weapon. Okay, the 5 nations that are on the UN Security Council, they're only on there because they have nuclear weapons. So this is the biggest shastra of this age, is nuclear weapons. And how can the Khalsa not have that? If anything, the Khalsa should be the only people that have it, because no one else has the kind of Gurmat example of using it, of have Sarbat Tapala at their heart. So if the weapon exists, the Khalsa should have that weapon. And if you don't, you're nobody. So Khalistan needs to have nuclear weapons, right? Otherwise, anybody will come along and try to wipe you off. Now, where is Punjab going to develop nuclear weapons from? With 2 nuclear enemies, we'll be stopped from doing so. Yeah, look at what's happening with Korea and Iran right now. How many restrictions people are placing because they don't want the proliferation of nuclear weapons. So therefore, actually, it makes more sense to take over India, democratically, of course. Take over India. It's already got nuclear weapons. Then they come into the hands of the Khalsa, and that would help world peace, because the Khalsa is the only people that are really interested in Sarvat Tapala. Everybody else holds their own interest at heart. So that's my view. I mean, for me, it's just as realistic to take over India as it is to take over Khalistan, because both of them seem almost impossible right now. But for me, why taking over India is more important is because the Khalsa needs to spread. Guru Gobind Singh Ji's hukam is that we need 960 million Khalsa in the world. So therefore, the only way that's going to happen is for us to expand outside of Punjab, from outside the Punjabi community. So what's wrong with us looking at India, which is already full of people that believe in reincarnation, already full of people that believe in sants and Mahapurukhs, already full of people that believe that this is Kaljug. Yeah, in Kaljug, Kirtan is Pradhana. So let's teach people Kirtan. Let's teach them that Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj is full of Kirtan, and that Guru Nanak Dev Ji is the solution to Kaljug. Kal Taran Guru Nanak Aya. Bhai Gurdas Ji believes it, and for me, why don't we believe it? Why don't we see that Guru Nanak Dev Ji is the answer, and just tell people that? And we don't have to say, look, they have to convert. We don't believe in conversion. But I believe the truth of Sikhi is so beautiful, people will follow it if we were to spread it properly. And we've never really tried so far. So let's try and see what happens. And it's a peaceful way of spreading as well. It's a peaceful way of getting out of what we're in right now. So let's try. Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh.